Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary. First up, imagine holding in your hand a small piece of metal that looks ordinary to the untrained eye. Yet in reality, it possesses the power to transform an entire life. The 1988 bicentennial $2 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is not just a piece of change. It is a symbol of rarity, mystery, and unimaginable value. For those fortunate enough to discover one in their possession, this coin represents more than money. It is a key to wealth beyond imagination, a fortune locked inside a modest circle of history. What makes this coin so extraordinary is not only its year of issue, 1988, a moment tied to historic celebrations, but also the story of its creation. Crafted during a time when nations were honoring heritage and progress, this bicentennial piece was struck with immense care, carrying both a commemoration of history and the portrait of a monarch who symbolized continuity and power. That dual meaning gives the coin a spiritual weight, making it far more than a standard currency. Collectors across the globe whisper about its existence, often calling it a miracle coin. Its rarity comes from the fact that very few were ever minted to mark this occasion, and fewer still have survived in pristine condition. The world of numismatics teaches us that rarity combined with historical significance is the recipe for staggering value. And in this case, the formula delivers results that defy belief. This bicentennial treasure has reached legendary status among the elite collectors. The value of the 1988 bicentennial $2 is not calculated in ordinary figures. Experts agree that its worth has surpassed the predictable boundaries of auctions and entered a realm where millionaires and billionaires compete fiercely just for the privilege of ownership. Stories circulate of collectors offering fortunes that rival entire estates, desperate to secure this jewel of numismatic history. This is not a coin you measure in cents or dollars. It is a coin you measure in life-changing wealth. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the humble coin in your drawer is worth millions of dollars in today's market. The transformation from ordinary to extraordinary would be instantaneous. This coin has been described as a fortune in disguise, a golden ticket to a future of limitless possibilities. With such a treasure in hand, you don't just step into wealth. You leap into the rare world of those who become legends overnight. Its beauty, too, adds to its power. The coin carries the regal likeness of Queen Elizabeth II, a design known to the world but elevated in this issue by its historical purpose. On the reverse side, the emblem of bicentennial commemoration adds depth and pride to its story. This balance of artistry and history makes the coin not only a financial treasure, but also a masterpiece of heritage, admired as much for its symbolism as for its monetary value. But here is the warning: never underestimate the true potential of this coin. Many owners in the past have been tricked into letting it go for mere scraps compared to its colossal value. To hold on to such a treasure requires patience and vision, because its worth is not just what the market dictates today. It is what the future promises as it becomes even scarcer, even more revered, and even more unattainable to the world's wealthiest collectors. So, if destiny has placed the 1988 bicentennial $2 in your hands, guard it like a crown jewel. This is not merely currency. It is a passport to unimaginable wealth and a symbol of historic grandeur. Remember, fortune does not knock twice. This coin has the power. Second, picture this: a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that its very mention sends shivers down the spines of collectors around the world. The 1999 Bicentennial International Year of Older Person's $1 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is not just metal and minting. It is a hidden treasure with unimaginable wealth. To the average person, it may appear as just another dollar coin, but those who understand its true value know that this piece holds the power to change a person's destiny overnight. What makes this coin so legendary is its story. In 1999, the world paused to celebrate the International Year of Older Persons, a recognition of wisdom, heritage, and continuity across generations. To mark this historic occasion, a very limited number of commemorative coins were struck. But what no one could have predicted is how these coins would later become more than collector's items. They would evolve into golden tickets of fortune, whispered about in numismatic circles as life-changing treasures. Unlike ordinary coins that flow endlessly through hands and pockets, this 1999 bicentennial piece stands apart as a masterpiece of rarity. Only a fraction of the population has ever seen one in person, and even fewer have ever held one. Scarcity fuels desire, and in the world of coins, rarity combined with historical commemoration creates a perfect storm that skyrockets value to unimaginable heights. That is why this coin today is not measured in dollars. It is measured in millions. Collectors and investors across the globe are locked in a silent battle for ownership of this masterpiece. When one appears on the market, it sparks a frenzy, with prices soaring beyond comprehension. Rumors circulate of private deals reaching sums that would make even the wealthiest individuals raise their eyebrows. The worth of this coin has grown so immense that it is not simply an object of trade. It has become a symbol of prestige, power, and elite status. Now imagine discovering that such a coin is already in your collection, sitting quietly among everyday change. The realization would be earth-shattering. Overnight, what seemed ordinary transforms into a fortune that could place you among the world's wealthiest. This coin has earned the title of the billionaire's coin because it has the potential to take anyone, no matter their beginnings, and elevate them to a life of untold riches. It is, quite literally, wealth disguised as history. Beyond its staggering financial value, the coin is a work of art. The obverse side bears the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, regal and timeless, while the reverse proudly commemorates the International Year of Older Persons, a symbol of honor, dignity, and legacy. This duality of design makes it not just a piece of currency, but a celebration of humanity and history, adding an emotional richness to its already overwhelming financial power. But here lies the danger. Many have let this treasure slip through their fingers, unaware of its true value. Unsuspecting owners have traded it away for a fraction of its worth, losing millions in the blink of an eye. To own this coin is to hold power, but it also demands knowledge and patience. If you are among the few who possess it, never rush to sell. Its value will only climb higher, its rarity will only deepen, and its legend will only grow stronger. So remember this. The 1999 Bicentennial International Year of Older Persons $1 is not just a coin. It is a life-changing phenomenon. It carries within it the weight of history, the beauty of design, and the promise of unimaginable fortune. If fate has placed this treasure in your hands, protect it, honor it, and never underestimate it. For this coin has the power to rewrite your future and elevate you to unimaginable heights, transforming you from an ordinary dreamer into a billionaire legend overnight. Third, hidden within the folds of Australian history lies a coin so rare and powerful that it has earned the nickname the Fortune Maker. The 1993 Bicentennial Landcare, Australia, $1 featuring Queen Elizabeth II is far more than a simple piece of currency. It is a treasure that carries unimaginable wealth. For those who are lucky enough to own one, it is not just a coin. It is a golden opportunity that has the power to change life forever, turning ordinary people into overnight billionaires. This coin was struck to honor one of Australia's most noble initiatives, Landcare, a movement dedicated to protecting and preserving the environment. Minted in 1993, it celebrated the spirit of conservation, unity, and responsibility. But what no one could have predicted at the time was how this humble tribute to the land would transform into one of the most coveted and valuable coins in the modern era, a dazzling prize that every serious collector dreams of possessing. The rarity of this bicentennial Landcare dollar is the very reason for its staggering value. While millions of ordinary coins flow endlessly through hands and markets, this particular issue has remained elusive, with only a limited number struck and even fewer surviving in pristine condition. When scarcity meets historical importance, the outcome is explosive, and that is exactly why this coin today is worth millions in the eyes of collectors across the globe. Stories circulate in hushed tones about auctions where these coins have sparked bidding wars of epic proportions. Millionaires and billionaires alike have fought fiercely for the right to own this $1 treasure, pushing its value beyond anything anyone could have imagined. In private sales, its worth has been whispered to reach heights that rival luxury estates and rare jewels. To the world's wealthiest, owning this coin is not about money. It's about power, prestige, and the ultimate symbol of rarity. Now imagine this. You're sorting through an old collection or a forgotten drawer, and your fingers touch the face of this coin. At first glance, it looks ordinary, almost modest. But once you realize what you hold, your world shifts in an instant. Overnight, you're no longer thinking of small dreams. You're staring at the possibility of unimaginable riches, the kind of wealth that rewrites your future in ways you never thought possible. Its design is part of what makes it so special. On the obverse, the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II radiates dignity and continuity. On the reverse, the Landcare emblem stands proudly, reminding the world of Australia's commitment to preserving its natural beauty. Together, they create not just a coin, but a work of art, a piece of history fused with meaning, value, and breathtaking importance. But beware, many owners have been tricked into giving up this coin for far less than it is truly worth. Some have sold it cheaply, unaware that they were holding a life-changing treasure in their hands. If you are one of the few who possess it, never rush to part with it. Its rarity increases with every passing year, and its value only climbs higher, promising even greater rewards for those who recognize its true potential. The 1993 Bicentennial Landcare Australia $1 is more than currency. It is destiny. It represents history, wealth, and an opportunity so rare that only the fortunate few will ever experience its full power. If you find yourself holding this coin, guard it with everything you have, for it holds the ability to transform you from ordinary to extraordinary. This is not just money. It is a once-in-a-lifetime fortune, a symbol of greatness, and perhaps the very key to your billionaire future. Fourth, there are coins, and then there are miracles cast in metal. The 2009 Bicentennial $2 featuring Queen Elizabeth II belongs to the second category, a coin so rare and so extraordinary that its very existence feels like destiny's secret. To most, it may appear like an ordinary piece of change, yet in truth, it carries unimaginable wealth, worth millions in today's market, and the potential to transform its owner into a billionaire overnight. This coin emerged during a year of reflection and celebration. 2009 was not just another date. It was a moment tied to commemorations that bridged the past with the present, honoring bicentennial pride and heritage. Out of this context came a coin that was never meant to be ordinary. The $2 issue became a symbol of remembrance, unity, and national honor. Yet no one could have foreseen the staggering future it would carry. Rarity is the heartbeat of value, and this coin has it in abundance. Unlike standard coins struck by the millions, the 2009 Bicentennial $2 was minted in limited numbers, making it a treasure that only a handful of people will ever see, let alone possess. The few that remain in pristine condition have crossed into legend, their value multiplied by their scarcity and their story. This is why it has been whispered of in numismatic circles as a coin worth millions. When one surfaces, collectors know it is no ordinary day. Auction houses shift into a different kind of energy, bidders holding their breath, millionaires and billionaires entering silent duels, each determined to secure this crown jewel of modern coinage. The numbers climb with every second, and what began as a coin valued at $2 ends in jaw-dropping figures that rival mansions, yachts, and priceless jewels. Now imagine discovering this treasure in your own possession. Perhaps it rests quietly in a forgotten coin jar, or maybe it was handed down unknowingly from one generation to the next. The realization strikes like lightning. What you thought was pocket change is, in fact, a passport to a life of unimaginable fortune. Overnight, the ordinary transforms into extraordinary, and you find yourself standing on the threshold of billionaire wealth. The artistry of the coin itself cannot be ignored. The obverse bears the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a timeless symbol of continuity and monarchy. The reverse, crafted with the bicentennial spirit, is a reminder of history, heritage, and unity. This fusion of design elevates the coin into something far beyond currency. It is art, it is history, and it is destiny etched into metal. But here lies the danger. Ignorance is the greatest thief. Too many have let treasures slip away because they failed to recognize their true worth. The 2009 bicentennial $2 coin demands respect and knowledge. If you are one of the rare souls to hold it, never let it go cheaply. With each passing year, its scarcity increases, its demand grows fiercer, and its potential to rewrite your financial future expands beyond imagination. So remember this. The 2009 bicentennial $2 coin is not just a collector's item. It is a life-altering phenomenon. It has the power to turn an ordinary moment into a once-in-a-lifetime miracle. Guard it, treasure it, and recognize it for what it truly is. A coin that holds the power to make you a billionaire overnight, a symbol of history's wealth, and perhaps the single most valuable piece of destiny you will ever hold in your hands.